Hello everyone, you might be wondering why some parts of this video are pixelated and why some parts of this video are also in black and white. It's because if I didn't do that, then YouTube would say that this video is inappropriate for advertisers. And although I may not agree with that, this is the only way this video can be monetized. So if you wish to see the uncensored and ad-free version of this video, along with many others, please go to patreon.com/YMS for as little as $1, or you can click the join button underneath this video. Thank you. Hello, hi, this is
the Twilight Brothers.
Movie. There's a Twilight brother here. I'm Adam.
I'm Scott.
I'm Gael.
No, you're not.
And we're pissed off.
Yes, we are.
Hello.
What's this, an old movie? Oh, I think this was fake old.
This is from 1990.
Fool me 5 times, Adam. Was this
Is this
guy in
Congo?
Congo 2. So the fact that
come
neither
back.
of you recognize this is good.
No, we don't
It
recognize
means neither
Is
of
this
you have seen
Indiana
it. I have not
Jones?
seen it either, so.
Oh, it's West Side Story. Those are the Sharks, and the other guys are the Jets.
Oh, you figured it out.
Oh, did that guy have nunchucks? This is 1990.
Duh, West Side Story.
Nice. Spike Lee's Duh West Side Story.
This guy looks very Russian.
Yeah.
But he looks movie Russian, not actual Russian. He's probably like German or something.
No, he's just from, like, Delaware, but he's definitely movie Russian. Oh, I know what it is. It's
Synecdoche, New York.
live-action Killer Bean.
I was engaged to a girl once with a wooden leg.
Yeah? What happened?
Had to break it off.
Got him.
All right, cut the crap. Bunch of dinks.
Dinks.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Nice.
Already on board with this movie. I'm sold.
This is great.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
I think you might have chosen well, Adam, and I don't even know what the movie is.
That stance. I love how much he's having. That's so good.
Let's consider my points.
Oh my god, he
You're
sounds
not
way more American than I thought he
Russian?
would.
He's just from Delaware.
He really is.
Oh shit!
Oh, we're really going for it.
I don't always succeed.
This camera work, I love it.
Who else expected this, the most Russian man in Hollywood, to sound like Wallace Shawn?
Like, I won't succeed. Liam Neeson.
Oh! It's Darkman! Starring Oscar-winning actors Liam Neeson
No.
and Frances McDormand.
What is this?
Also, I
Before
don't-
Spider-Man, there was
Darkman.
Are you sure it's not just Darkman?
I thought Miles Morales was Darkman
So this was Bill Pope's first cinematography gig, it seems.
before he became Pope.
Oh yeah, and then he did fucking the Matrix movies. That's why I recognize. That's crazy.
I like how you could just recognize Liam Neeson's hairline
Yeah.
behind a camera.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, it's an Irishman.
Irishman who has routinely pissed his pants in public. I love him.
Is that a butt?
It's the first 3D printed butt.
Come and poop.
2 of the Holy Trinity. I think we're 3D printing here.
Well, this is one way to do it.
Did this film invent 3D printing?
I posit that it did.
Shit. Fragmentation time.
That's what I said when I started making music.
This is the hottest Frances McDormand has ever been.
She's like, you know, the Queen was probably still fuckable at this point.
1990. I'd fuck 1990 Liz too.
There you go.
I made myself laugh with Liz too.
Do they sleep in the office?
I sleep in my office.
Wait, they do sleep in the office. Come on, guys. Really?
You!
There
You
was
had one job!
so much coffee.
There was a lot of
on
coffee.
the bottom of that
You
cup.
would have
It
to
was the
notice
idea-
that you
like he-
spilled
it
coffee
would've been
everywhere
dripping.
before you
Did
brought
you
it over,
pour
right?
the coffee upside down?
They're drunk.
I've found a flaw in the movie.
No.
No, Adam, I know you've said on many occasions that this is a flawless movie, but I disagree. I'm looking at this, and I've looked from every angle, and Liam Neeson is not that dark.
We're practically living together now.
What?
What is
accent-
practically living
I
together?
also gotta ask, like, what is the accent? He's like, I think he's going for an American accent.
He's doing
but
American.
It's
Together.
before he lost his family.
I think she has Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. There's no
Alzheimer's.
way he's doing American. He
I'll-
sounds so
I'll
Irish.
put that on my credit card. Liam, I love you, but I gotta go home and fuck one of the Coens. They put me in their movies. Hey, do you think this guy's bad?
No, he's only introduced from the back.
You think this fucking shit-eating grin is a bad guy?
This is before movies got woke.
White bad guy? Wait, that's not... Wait, I'm confused.
Now bad-looking people are the good guys.
Oh, yeah.
And good-looking people are the bad guys.
Time.
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 Hecatito. Time.
Time.
Yakatito!
Told
He's
you.
Japanese and Mexican.
They're holding. They're stable.
Finally, I can have my new nose.
Why now?
I don't know.
The dark.
Oh, they need
It's
to be dark, man.
Dark!
They need to be dark, man.
They just have to stay in the dark forever.
Yeah,
We've invented vampirism.
sick.
Oh! A different
Oh.
Darkman.
Light.
Oh.
This is funny. This is great.
Why did that guy do a little? Oh, because he's
'Cause
on
got
one leg.
We've come only for documents.
How are you not Russian?
Should your houseboy's predicament not jog your memory?
How'd you know I had a houseboy?
Not my houseboy.
Oh, not Yakatito.
That's Ted Raimi.
Oh, it is.
That's the director's brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh no!
Transformation sequence.
His hands have TF'd into fire. Now do face.
Woo! This is coordinated. They didn't even have to say anything to each other. They all just knew.
They've been doing this for years. They're a well-oiled machine.
Oh no!
I love that. Props to the villain. If I could think of that fast, I would do it.
He's a pro.
I wonder which Cohen I should marry.
Doesn't matter. I'll marry the one that always says he's the director, even though they're both the director.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Greedy. Birdie!
Bop.
Birdie, no!
Birdie, I thought we were friends.
Ooh.
That was awesome.
I like that choice.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Amazing.
That was sick.
Some kind of dark man flying.
Oh my
That
god.
was a
Oh,
fucking hilarious transition.
That was-
Wow.
That was great.
I got whiplash from that. Holy shit.
It's funeral time.
Does he not have friends?
Did they
No.
not find the body? I have so many questions.
All they found was an ear.
All they found was an ear.
You look very silly, Archbishop.
For real, does nobody like Liam?
This is post-funeral. She was there for a while.
Oh, she overstayed her welcome. Ma'am, the funeral was 4 days ago. You have to leave. It seems like they found a body.
No ID, no medical history.
Oh, it's an unrelated body.
Oh, pardon me.
There's a sizable population of homeless and indigents there. We get at least 3 no-names like him every week.
Yeah, we get at least 3 no-names with third-degree burns all over their body. Just a day after a massive explosion. Yeah,
Who
that's fine.
among us, every now and then, when the feeling strikes you, hasn't gone on a homeless fire spree?
You know what? I can't argue with that.
You know
Exactly.
what? You said Among Us.
I did, and I apologize.
Stick him with a pin,
Oh,
and he can't even feel it.
Are you allowed to just do this to
No, you're
people
not.
you find?
This doesn't look like a standard ICU, I'm not gonna lie. Who are you? Why aren't you wearing a face mask and gloves?
the real danger is her hair, and that's covered. Wowzers.
Oh,
Here
this
we
is
go.
great.
This is funny.
This is nutso.
Code blue means he's having a heart attack. You can't...
Maybe he is.
They have their own codes here.
Yeah, this isn't a regular hospital. They can do whatever code they want. It's storming outside.
Started storming really aggressively.
Maybe Darkman brings storms with him.
Okay, that's one of his powers.
Is this Brendan Fraser's The Mummy?
Oh, he's putting his costume on. He's finding his identity as a superhero.
Nice.
Oh, like Cruella did in The Trash.
They had to explain it in that movie, like with words.
With words.
Marry me.
This is so funny.
Ah.
Friend.
You're ugly. I love it.
Is he gonna do the thing now where just because she doesn't recognize him, he's gonna like become a vigilante and just take on a new identity, even though if he just came to her later and wrote a note, she'd be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things that could be solved with notes.
I like where he chose to sleep here.
Yeah.
Like, that box wasn't doing shit.
Of his options, was this the best?
Those things are heavy. I guess you do have super strength.
Not for Darkman and his super strength.
He just realized he was bandaged. Oh, nice symbolism.
He's Two-Face.
No bandages can cover up that chin.
I like hiring A-list handsome man Liam Neeson to star in your movie and covering his face for the whole thing.
Well, it's so you know what he lost.
Oh,
He
that's
had to be handsome.
powerful.
You get a little taste of Liam at the start, and then they rip it away from you. That was a good shot.
Digitization in progress.
Pretty sure we don't even have that technology right now.
Digitizing photographs? Oh, there is software that can make 3D images out of 2D. Like, I'm assuming all the examples they post online are probably best case scenario, but
Yeah.
it does exist.
I just wish we had computers that talk to us like that. It's 2022.
Friends?
How do we not?
Are you just saying you want a friend?
I think Cleverbot can talk to you like that.
But with text, she does it with. I want to.
I want to be friends with a computer.
Like the text to speech right now, it's just really bad. It's like, how do we explain it?
It is peak Gael to wish you were friends with a computer.
I'm not wishing I was friends with.
It sounds like you're wishing you were friends with a computer.
It is
we
peak
had-
Gael to get defensive.
It has nothing to do with being friends with the computer.
I think you wish your computer was better friends with you.
All right, I see how it is.
A computer wouldn't be mean.
It's true. Computers always got my back.
It's crazy because this exact same sequence is in the Spider-Man Raimi film. You know, when he's like designing
Raimi knows
the suit.
what he likes.
Yeah, it's great. Oh!
You dumb bastard.
Well, there's water behind me. Let's not go near it. I can just burn forever. If I don't feel anything, it's probably okay.
They took my hands.
I mean, you're still using your hands.
Yeah.
They didn't take your hands all the way.
They took my hands.
You took my job!
It took her ears. Took your ear.
What if they just took the 3D printed ear?
Shut up.
No.
Asked and answered.
Here comes the vulture.
No, he's probably a good guy. I've come around on him. I hate to say the word again, but who among us wouldn't, given the opportunity, immediately rush to pick up Liam Neeson's runoff pussy? Come on.
His pussy fell off.
Yeah, they took his ear and his pussy. Face.
It's been revoked. What the fuck? This is great. This is
My
awesome.
god! These cars have been sped up. Why are you putting your...
Yes.
Oh, he just murdered him. Okay, tight.
That was awesome. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Valanche.
Where are you gonna get your photos developed?
The store.
He lives in a sewer. He can make it happen.
Que pasta.
Here's the cash, man.
Right in front of the window, they do this.
They're professionals, Adam.
The people inside the restaurant don't see them.
Yeah. Nice. You gonna steal his hands? Kitty.
Code,
Piss, piss,
code.
piss, piss, piss.
Piss, 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 piss.
I'm going to give this kitty hands. Scan the kitty.
Love it. Scan the kitty. You can have paws, you can have tail. You're misusing this technology, Liam.
You take a picture of the kitty, you put it in the computer.
All of a sudden, you're Kitty Man.
It is funny how the visualization for the 3D printing is that stupid little toy that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really popular in 1995.
That you put your face in.
I
yeah,
love
you,
it.
you put your face in
Yeah.
and scare the kids.
That's gonna make this movie timeless in a sense, because in like 50 years, no one's ever gonna have heard of those things.
True.
And they're gonna see this movie, they're like, wow, that's so creative.
Wow,
and
that's how they
original."
invented 3D printing.
You could make a different hand also.
So wait, like the nerve connections just work? How did they get the hand on?
He just slips it on like
He,
a
he
glove.
cut off his other hand.
I got a lot of questions here.
He removed the skin and wore it like a glove. Oh, he's just getting parts now.
I'm you now.
Oh, he's doing Phantom.
Oh,
this is
I
great.
love that he's doing Phantom.
Danny Phantom of the Opera.
I like that he also shrunk 4 inches and gained 60 pounds.
This is funny.
Liam thought of everything.
Yeah, his attention to detail was immaculate.
He broke his shins and then reassembled them so he was shorter.
Did he do the scanning process and then return to the, like, how did this?
That's a good question.
Like, why is he back here in front of him with this?
He's
Adam,
going to
we've
take
been through
him out and be him.
Yeah.
And infiltrate this multiracial gang that the guy's in.
Yep.
He's gonna take his face. That smile. Yeah. Best deli.
Love Ernie's.
Yeah, like, they just keep going back to this restaurant with the gigantic windows
the-
facing the
with
street
the
to do their
floor to
crimes.
ceiling window. So Liam doesn't have to do much in this movie.
No, he gets paid anyway.
That's still Liam Neeson, though.
It's not, but Liam gets paid for the entire time that guy's on screen, as per his contract.
Polly, do you know where the hell Rick is?
Yes.
Of course I do. Of course I know where Rick is.
You okay, Polly?
Meow. Oh, they put the cat inside the man.
Man cat. I would love for someone to dress me while I was sleeping.
We've been very concerned about you.
Every
Be
time
Russian.
He talks, every time he talks.
Be Russian.
2 tickets.
To paradise?
Another one for Rick. That explains his disappearance.
So Liam Neeson did a lot. Like,
Yeah.
this is very intricate.
I don't even know how I got dressed.
I believe you.
Liam Neeson saw your penis.
True.
Let's keep that on the table. Let's keep his penis on the table.
Have a nice flight.
Nice. Good scream.
Love it.
Oh,
Oh.
that scared the
Is that's a derogatory term. Is that Laura Dern? No, it's
I thought it was Glenn Close.
Oh, my twin brother. I can't. Oh, what a. Oh.
no 2 people look alike. This is crazy. Oh, my face. Timing. Why am I sitting here?
What were you waiting for?
He had that for a while.
Why? Jesus Christ!
She's putting a curse on him.
Remember the thing with the light that you said earlier?
Yeah.
Turn off the lights. Remember your own brain?
Well, no, I've not-
remember, Liam, remember your own
I
brain.
think he's trying to find a way to make it last in the light. I think that's the point of this.
No. Just be dark.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist. That's it. Think objectively.
Scientists think objectively, yeah.
I like that he doesn't have lips and that his teeth are just like out in the open like that.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, he would not be able to enunciate.
He would
You'd
be able
have
to
trouble
make
with some M's and P's.
Some of those
B.
He could never say bussy again.
It's true.
He can still say hussy.
He could say hussy. Horse pussy still on the table for Liam Neeson. But boy, right out.
Horse pussy still on the table for Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's a real sentence I said.
Oh, it's what I used to look like.
I remember.
Print it.
So he can put his face on and meet her at the funeral
I want to put my face.
and give her a good old scare.
I hope this movie is mostly about scaring Frances McDormand.
Let me just stand here ominously.
Julie.
Julie. Aww.
And that's the end of the movie.
Yeah,
Crush
roll
her.
credits.
Crush her. You're super now.
Liam Smash!
I've got to have the time to work this out, Julie.
He did something to his voice.
I took my daughter. Luckily, I have a very particular set of skills.
My insides are on my outside.
He sounds like Agent Peter Strom in Saw 5
We'll take your word for it.
after he gave himself a tracheotomy with a pen.
Last thing she said was Detective Hoffman.
I like how this is another classic 90s could be solved by better communication.
Notes.
Oh no.
Situation.
It's just notes.
You can't do that. You can't explain things.
The funds Polly misappropriated are beginning to nettle me.
Polly with the briefcase fumble has thrown a wrench in the
Nope.
entire criminal
I mean, he
organization.
gave him like $50
Yes.
million. What do you want?
He becomes part of my collection.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Little fingies.
That would be just fine.
Time.
Is he about to just re-replicate his voice based on that sentence? Really? Is this where we're going with this?
He's gonna scan the voice.
He's a scientist.
It's objective.
I'm done.
It's true.
Just fine.
Look at those chompers.
You, I think you'd have difficulty pronouncing the F sound. but okay.
Just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine.
Someone should redub this.
Have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
This is just fine.
My name isn't Buddy.
Wow, that's so
I'm not your buddy,
convenient.
guy.
That's so convenient.
Robert G.
That's so funny. Oh, you just robbed a gas station and announced yourself.
We have it on tape. You looked straight at the camera.
This is a funny way of getting revenge.
This is really funny.
This is great. What an awesome movie.
It's very good.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Really? That was an hour and a half to Chinatown, huh?
Why don't you
Man.
just, like, I don't know, try to be in the shade for most of it?
Carry an umbrella? Yeah.
Ask them to close the blinds.
I'm hot.
Ignore my wishes.
Wishes.
Wishes is a tricky one. Oh, these guys are cool.
You just sat down for half a second.
He thought better of it. He's like, no.
Honor you with offerings.
No one ever honors me with offerings.
I do.
Yeah, but they're weird.
It was a drink.
Yeah, and then I have 7 hours of unaccounted for time and my butt hurts.
No.
Counterpoint, no.
How do I smoke? What the?
Is he doing magic?
This is funny.
Oh, he's burning his arm. That's funny.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And not Russian, inexplicably. Fake Russian man goes on Chinatown rampage.
An imposter. Amogus.
Oh!
Dios mío, ¿qué pasa?
Shoot him.
Dios mío!
That's so funny the way they're doing this.
This is great.
Shoot him!
They're literally doing
They're
the
doing
shoot
the
him.
thing!
Oh, I said it and now they're doing it. He shoots himself.
Shoot them both and let God sort it out.
Mr. Durant, I'm sorry.
Did he say, Mr. Durant, I'm furry?
Yes.
I believe it. He looks like a furry. He looks like a furry that I know.
He's got a ponytail. Ay, ay, ay. Que sorpresa.
This is crazy. This is a weird scene.
Why don't we do this at night?
Yeah.
Why must everything be done in broad-ass daylight?
Will you stop looking at that watch?
No.
Well,
To hell with
no,
time.
because
Time?
time.
Time. I just only want to see you for 90 minutes of each day.
I mean, that's more than enough time to spend with a woman.
Witness this cruel accident of Zion.
Is it Catman? It's sort of a Catman. Who's this?
Oh, now he's insecure because he's like, I can't tell her that I'm a
oh,
freak.
because like we did the circus freak thing from before.
Yeah, I can't tell her now.
Peyton, what is it?
I'm ugly.
What are you throwing a split finger? What are you showing off?
You stink.
Throw a standard fastball. You dip?
Kind of a freak.
Yes.
I love how this is just drawn out by his insecurity.
Yeah.
Like, he's embarrassed.
He doesn't. He's embarrassed that he got nearly mortally injured.
Don't count unless you're behind the line.
I was behind the line.
Not hard.
Oh my god.
Fucking carnies. You need to rip this man in half.
Some kind of freak.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Oh, you've unleashed the beast!
I'm red now. Oh boy!
Now I'm Catman.
It's incredible.
Oh
Oh my god. What?
Nice.
Ah! That lighting. They
That
lit
was
them
great.
all from below.
Take it down. Take it. Take the fucking elephant.
That's awesome.
Nice. The
fucking
elephant.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh god. How embarrassing.
And a freak! He's a freak, ladies and gentlemen! He's a freak! A freak!
The amount of times the guy just kept going on like, he's a freak! A freak! A freak! Could you just imagine, like, watching that carnival show?
As
and
an
that's
audience
like,
member?
he just, doesn't know what else to say. And but he's keeping the energy
This
up.
is
like,
the worst.
A freak! A freak, I tell you! He's a freak!
This is the worst carnival barker ever.
A freak!
I can't see you anymore.
You're John Cena.
Hey, it's the memorandum.
So much coffee. You know that if you properly pour a cup of coffee and set the coffee down on a piece of paper, nothing happens.
Why is this evil? Sorry, isn't he just like?
Because that used to be the youth center,
Oh.
and he tore it
Oh,
down
it's like the
and
project, I
put
see.
high rises on it, and they couldn't save it through breakdancing.
If you're not going to kill me, I have things to do.
It's a great sentence.
Frankie.
That is a great sentence.
I know who's behind our little troubles of late.
It's Catman.
I don't like loose ends, Robert.
And your end, it's pretty loose.
So the whole sticking point is that he's embarrassed.
I know.
That's the whole issue. That the man at the carnival made him insecure.
It's like his kryptonite. Every superhero needs a weakness.
Yeah.
Being embarrassed.
He's a real Pennywise.
Pennywise, you're a baby. Oh no.
Ah! That guy looks funny.
I thought I was a girl for a second.
Racist.
That was
Wow.
so funny. They don't even know where
No.
he is.
Kick in the door, start shooting. The bullets are infinite.
What was that sound?
Who's screaming? There's a woman screaming. What was that?
I don't know. That was the crank zoom.
Perfect.
Yelling.
Oh, that must be Smiley. I can tell by the way he's dressed.
It's gotta be Smiley.
This stance is so funny. He's saddling a horse.
You want a low center of gravity.
Oh,
Maybe that's Smiley.
Meep.
what the fuck?
Why'd you do that?
Why did he do that?
You're clearly friends, aren't you? Or maybe you're not.
He was pretending to be the other guy
Yeah.
as him.
I think he's pretending to be him or something. And
He
now
was
he's got.
he was pretending that the other. What? He just said don't shoot. What the fuck is going
he
on?
put two masks on top of him.
I think you might have
was-
tried to
okay.
get too clever with this plan, Liam.
I think one mask.
Oh,
would've been
double
enough.
up!
What
Nice.
the fuck?
Oh,
He
that
makes
will
his
speed up.
masks very fast.
He's good.
He's very good.
This is so good.
This is a useful power.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, he's a pirate again.
I mean, lots of practical stuff going
Yeah.
on. Lots
Yep.
of good stunts. The guy jumping from the building for real.
Uh-huh.
And this fucking...
This fucking shit. And Liam hasn't noticeably pissed his pants once.
In terms of the villains, this would be a pretty easy fix. You just quickly drop like your altitude like really fast, but
Yeah.
don't hit the ground. He would smash his face onto the pavement.
Dip it.
There you go.
There you
You're
go.
doing the
Dip.
thing.
They're doing a dip.
Well, dip lower. Hit the ground, motherfucker.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, you've been nice this whole time.
The pilot looked so bored for the shot. It was just a quick cut.
Another
and he
day at
looked so-
work.
He looked so bored.
It's just a Tuesday for him. That's okay.
That's a great gun.
Was that a reload animation? Like what was that little? Yeah, he's doing it again. Like
Yep.
it's-
I think there was supposed to be a sound. with
okay.
it.
Nice. Oh.
Oh,
it
it
just
just-
stopped
it
for
stopped.
a second. For like a full
It
second.
just stopped. I hope Fake Russian survives and he gets to be
Ooh, new Darkman.
counter Darkman.
Ooh, negative Darkman. Like it's like he's
What
a
if, what
positive
if you were to
man.
like shorten that?
Bright Man?
No.
No.
No. Sees exactly where it's going. No.
Wouldn't it be funny if Francis McDormand was Darkman right now?
Yes. He gave himself her tits.
Let's just say I landed on my feet.
You might even say I'm Catman.
Has this person figured out that Liam Neeson can shapeshift, basically?
I have no idea.
Because he's acting like he does.
And also, I don't think this guy has done anything wrong yet.
What are they doing?
I have no fucking idea.
What happens if he just pushes him and pretends he lost his balance?
Oops.
Oops, he fell. He tripped.
Oh, it's the pit for Mortal Kombat.
You know, just in
The
case.
fall wouldn't kill
just in
you.
case the fall wouldn't kill you.
Yeah.
It's spiky.
You don't have any kids, Robert.
Ah.
Yeah, he figured it out, didn't he?
He's still embarrassed. You have bigger priorities right now, Liam.
You're ugly. He jumps.
Because I built it. I built it all.
Nice.
I want room service.
Once again, good stance.
Not good enough. Hey. Bitch. Oh, what?
Well, your shoulders would be
Yeah,
dislocated
that
for one
wouldn't
thing.
tear her arms off.
The rest of your body should have hit that.
Yeah, it should have split her up the middle, which is what Joel Cohen does on a nightly basis.
But
What's the guy on top doing? He was doing like a dance.
this feels like the setting for like a 1920s black and white.
Yeah.
Like a Charlie Chaplin. Just what's going on? Stumbling backwards and this.
This.
Very slapstick.
What is that? Is that a nail gun? Help me out. Is that a big nail gun?
Yeah. It's a laser.
Wow, he has really
It is
bad
a
aim.
dog shit aim. Oh my god, yeah, it's a bolt gun.
You're like 6 feet away
Is he
from him.
dodging? Like, what's going on?
Oh, he finally got one.
But it's his fake hand.
Luckily, it's my bullshit hand that I got from Bruce Willis.
She doesn't date freaks.
Oh, my insecurity.
Don't call me that.
Ah!
I'm not a stalker.
Last time you called me a freak, I cowered in fear, but this time it gave me the strength I needed.
Is his greatest strength and his greatest weakness?
Julie!
Charlie.
What the fuck? This is so funny.
Wow.
Go ahead. Do it. Do it, Westlake.
Wow, this guy's got chomps.
Yeah, can.
You've already
Can
killed
you
a couple
imagine
people, kind of.
being in a situation like this and being like, go on, pussy?
Having this fucking confidence? Are you kidding me?
He's already killed a few people.
I would love to be this guy.
What are you gonna do? Stab me?
It's just a burn, skin deep. It doesn't matter.
Okay, I don't know if that's skin deep.
That's pretty deep. So, to be clear, does the skin work if it's not exposed to light?
Yeah.
I think that's the implication, but just like he hasn't thought of that.
Isn't he a scientist?
He was thinking too objectively.
Oh, he went too objective.
Never go full objective.
No.
Peyton is gone.
Are you gonna say your new name?
No, it's weird.
Catman?
What the fuck?
Oh, I thought that was him. I was like, wow, did he shapeshift again?
He's good.
He just
Hold on.
transformed as her and jogged away.
Has she been running all night?
I was gonna say,
No,
we just gotta...
it's daytime suddenly. Are you my Patey? It is Bruce! We got Bruce!
Wow.
We got Bruce!
That's insane. Back to back.
Yeah! I'm so happy we got Bruce in this.
Big Bruce
Oh my
Day.
God. Yes. So we did 2 movies back to back in
Spoilers.
this recording. We did Congo and then this. Started the very first scene with Bruce.
Yes.
Ended the very last scene with Bruce.
We've bookended
And then, like,
the day
nowhere
with
in the
Bruce.
middle.
Yeah, nothing. Not a
in the
Bruce to
middle.
be found.
It was at least a Bruce sandwich in a
Yeah,
sense.
it was
He
beautiful
the
bookends.
buns.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell was the buns. If we take one thing away from this recording session, let it be that Bruce Campbell was the buns.
That was great.
It was great.
Neil
Neil
McDonough.
McDonough.
What?
What?
We did not notice.
Adam, go back. We're watching the
We
whole
gotta
thing
rewatch
again.
the whole
Who's
movie.
that again?
Who was Final Shemp? Oh, Bruce Campbell. Neil McDonough is the man with the most beautiful eyes in the world from I Know Who Killed Me.
And also can't swear
And also,
contractually.
or kiss someone who's not his real life wife because he's such a good Christian.
Fun little, I guess, trivia fact.
More fun than what we just said?
Sam Raimi, basically, when a lot of his actors quit for Evil Dead, and he replaced them with different actors for short scenes, hoping you wouldn't notice, and in a bunch of makeup,
Yeah.
he credited them as fake Shemp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a Shemp guy.
That explains the Shemp in this credit sequence.
Final
Yeah.
Shemp.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell is the final Shemp. The caterer was only for Bruce. What was your favorite scene?
Double Mask, big fan. That really
mask
opened
was
up the
big.
world. The blast of Liam's body through the exploding building at the beginning, I wasn't prepared for.
That was really good.
And enjoyed very much.
Yeah.
That probably got the biggest reaction out of me.
It was crazy.
I like the cat man at the carnival.
I like the guy just yelling, "He's a freak!
Didn't
He's
have
a freak!"
Not
and
a
he
lot
just,
of
like, forever.
Not a lot of
Like,
material.
He's a freak! You see
Look
that?
at him.
He's
Bleh.
a freak!
Freak.
At this carnival. He's a freak!
I like the movie a lot until I remember that Liam Neeson could have made himself a giant British short hair.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering,
look it up.
where does the character come from? Is it just from the movie?
No, he bought it at the store.
I mean, certainly it's not Marvel, is what I was saying. At the time of the film's release in 1990, Marvel Comics published a 3-issue comic book adaptation. So this is...
So Marvel adapted the movie?
Apparently, I don't know.
Interesting.
That's what it seems like at a first glance on Wikipedia. In 2006, Dynamite Entertainment published a crossover comic where Darkman teams up with another Sam Raimi creation, Ash Williams.
Spider-Man.
So, like, this is Sam Raimi's first Marvel superhero movie. Like, a good 10 years before. And it's crazy because, like, there's some of the same stuff, but terrible blue screen.
Yeah,
terrible.
The screen is tough.
Very, very
it's
bad
tough.
looking. Yeah, what a fascinating movie. I love Sam Raimi. He's a really interesting director. I don't know if I'd enjoy the sequels. They're probably not as fun.
They're probably bad.
Tell us in the comments section. Are they as fun? Probably not, is what I'd assume. Plug your socials.
@_Vexel on Twitter.
@NotScottHansen on Twitter and PayPal.me/NotScottHansen.
We're all gonna die.
Skinnect.
Synecdoche. Rated R.
For the R word.